I thank the gentleman for yielding. I'd like to thank my colleague from the Education Committee, Congressman Holt, for bringing this measure to the floor. Mr. Speaker, I rise in strong support of H.R. 1051, the Science, Technology, Engineering, Mathematics Scholarship Database Act. This legislation will help students become more competitive in science and math and allow them to find the scholarship that is right for them. Mr. Speaker, in the audience today we have many young students. This is the future of this country, and we have to do everything that we can to encourage our young people to go into the science, the math, the engineering. Last year, the Education Committee went to China, and we spoke with many students there and the Minister of Education, and their effort, and certainly on what they're pushing their young people to do, is to go into the math, the sciences. This country has an obligation to give our young people to be able to compete in the future. This kind of legislation is going to help in so many ways as far as our country on security, our economy. But more than that, our young people deserve this opportunity. You know, when you think back into the 60s, when we were looking at the moon and having programs that putting us into space, those were kids' dreams. We need to reunite that dream, to have people understand that engineering and math is exciting. The last several years, Mr. Holt, Mr. Elders have been talking about science and math in our committee. So it's right that at this time that we are pushing to encourage our young people, saying if these are the careers that you want to go into, we are going to help you between a private partnership and certainly with the government helping. This is a great piece of legislation. We should be seeing more and more of this. This is only the beginning. And I have to say, you know, last week I had a field hearing back in my district, and the issue had to do with gangs. And we had testimony from all the experts, but even those young people that had gotten into gangs. All they asking for were opportunities to better themselves. This young fellow did go he did start studying science and math, and now he's reaching out. Education is the most important thing that we can do for our young people and for this country. So again, I say to my colleague, Mr. Holt, thank you for bringing this, and I encourage certainly all of my colleagues to support this legislation, H.R. 5139. This is only the beginning. We must do more things like this. Thank you, and I yield back the balance of my time.